It's all about the oil. The organic castor oil. So let's see, what kind of things can we do with organic, cold pressed, unrefined, hexane free, no added ingredients, 7 minerals, castor oil? I just ordered this from Amazon and I'm not getting paid or anything to talk about it. But I keep seeing how castor oil is like Botox in a bottle. Castor oil will like cure lumps and bumps. Castor oil does things that you would just never imagine. And when's the last time you thought about castor oil? I mean, isn't this something that I heard about in old movies? Take your castor oil, young man. Or is that cod liver oil? Well, what's up with cod liver oil? Is that the new one too? Something about oil these days though, essential oils. You know, we live on this amazing planet and absolutely everything we ever could need is provided for us. And yet we are relying on chemistry and these crazy companies coming up with these products that they patent. You can't patent castor oil, by the way, but they have to change things up so that they can put a patent on them and say that they created it. I don't want anything patented in my life. I want things that are natural. Look, there's a boat. There goes the boat. Meow. To pay the rent. Pay our share. Time has come. A fact's a fact. It belongs to them. Let's give it back. What is this song about anyway? Midnight Oil. I just chose it because it had the word oil in it. It's a good song, either way. So anyway, you guys saw me, like a few days ago. I've been slathering castor oil all over the place. And I think it's starting to work. I had these like little dots on my cheeks here. I don't know, you probably can't see them, but they're going away. I hope. So Reactor knows about it. Hey, Hood. Hey, Gabrielle. Hey, everybody. So do you guys use castor oil? If you do, I'd love to hear how you use it. But I'm going to read the back of this bottle because it has a lot of good information on it. Let's see. Everyday tips for using your nourishing castor oil. Hi, Savvy. Use the oil to massage your entire body, including head, hands, and feet. Thank you, Stephen. So I do find a bit of a problem with using the castor oil though, because it's super thick and very like sticky, and you know, you don't want to put it on and then like go to bed and be like, oh, all over your sheets and stuff. So that could be a problem. Grazie, Optimals. Check out this yacht coming down the pike, you guys. Oh my gosh, it's really big. Look at that. Looks like they have a party on it. I'm going to do an intercoastal tour, Suey. Not a house tour. Hi, Mohammeds. Always something cool to see though on the intercoastal. I promise you that, my friend. Okay, so I will go back on talking about the castor oil. You can see the yachts in the back. Looks like I'm on a boat, doesn't it? Okay, so check this out. And I think if you're gonna massage your entire body, and here's how I do it. I take a sun bath every day. That's how I am the color that I am. Every single day, I lay in the sun to get my vitamin D, and I live in Florida, so It's usually pretty good weather here. However, I do not stay in the sun for very long, usually between 30 minutes to 45 minutes, depending on how I feel and depending on the time. Because if you are in the sun at the apex at noon, then the sun's going to be at its strongest. So it depends on if how close you are to noon. If you go in the sun at 11:30, you realize the sun is just going to get stronger, and then if you go in afternoon, it'll get weaker. So kind of make your decision there, but I think it's easiest to get the sun while it's at its apex, and I think that gives you maximum vitamin D. I don't know, a lot of people hate the sun. They're like, Jill, you're gonna get cancer. Well, I don't think so, because I love the sun and have loved it my whole life. And I don't go to the doctor. I'm not looking for trouble, and I feel quite healthy. And I must say, I did bury my parents and my husband. All three of them died from cancer. So I know all about it, believe me. My mother's cancer actually started as a skin cancer, and then it metastasized to stomach cancer, which was one of the worst things I've ever seen in my life. Anyway, cancer, it's horrible. But I think there are many ways to mitigate your risks. And one of them is to not eat the poison food, and also to look for things that are natural remedies to make your body feel better and maybe can cure you of cancer. There's a lot of natural remedies that people don't even consider because doctors don't seem to be taught about nutrition. You have to believe that food is medicine. And by the way, just so y'all know, if you come on my show, thank you, Muhammad, and you can tell me I'm looking gorgeous, but if you say things that are disrespectful or even nasty to me, I will ban you and throw you in the intercoastal, where you will be eaten by my friends, the sharks. So mind your P's and Q's, because it's kind of fun for me to toss people to the sharks. Kind of like it, So be careful, be careful. We don't put up with any disrespect on this channel. You cannot be disrespectful to my followers either. So just saying, everybody be nice and we can all get along. Okay, so massage the oil into your scalp, leave overnight. I think you should probably wear something on your head, like a shower cap or something, if you do that, because again, like sticky, icky on the pillowcase. I don't know, it seems wrong, but I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna try everything. Apply the oil to your feet, wear a pair of socks, and leave overnight. Now that sounds totally doable. I'm gonna try that. Apply the oil to your face, then lay a warm, wet towel over your face for greater moisturizing. That sounds like a good plan too. I'm gonna try that as well. Hey, Nathan. Then another idea is to put the oil on your lips at night for moisture, something I do actually like to do. Massage the oil into dry cuticles to have well-maintained nails. Well, I really need help with that because I'm very bad. I chew my cuticles. I get nervous or I get upset, and I'm like, and also if my skin is dry, then that leads to cracking, which leads to chewing on my cuticles, which is a super bad habit, and I'm trying to break it, but man, I'm gonna be 59 years old and I'm still doing it. So I don't know if there's much hope for me, but if anybody has any ideas on how to stop chewing your cuticles, I'm open to suggestions. Maybe putting castor oil on them really will help. Here's another one. Rub a small amount into eyebrows before you go to sleep. I have heard that castor oil is also super good at growing hair. So putting it on your eyebrows is an idea if you want thicker eyebrows. And also I think putting it into your scalp will also help make your hair thicker. So I'm going to try that too. And yeah, Gino, you're right. I heard that too. You put them on your eyelids and they get rid of floaters. But I have heard that you have to be very careful that you don't get the stuff in your eye that it will hurt. Hi, Govind. So you have to be careful. And it says to apply the oil to your head every night. Anoint yourself, I guess. Yeah, and so also eyelashes. It's supposed to be really great for growing your eyelashes longer. So I'm gonna be trying it. I bought a big old bottle. I intend to go through it fast. You know, sometimes that's a problem too. You buy something and you think, this is gonna change my life. This is gonna be the greatest thing ever. And then you don't ever use it. It sits there and you're like, why did I buy that? Well, I'm going to try to actually use the castor oil. You can also use it for oil pulling. Do you guys know what oil pulling is? It's a method of kind of cleansing your mouth and moisturizing it with oils, such as you can use coconut oil, you can use peanut oil, you can use walnut oil, you can use a lot of different oils. Most people use coconut oil though. But I have heard, now see, when you use coconut oil for oil pulling, you have to do it for like 20 minutes. It's a pain. You're walking around, you're like, and then someone tries to talk to you and you're like, and then one time you have to spit the oil out in the garbage can. You cannot spit it in the sink because it'll clog up your sink. So one time I was at a friend's house and I'm doing my oil pulling and we're walking around and her husband walks by just at the moment when I decide it's time to spit the oil into the garbage can. And he's like, oh, did you just barf in our garbage can? Like, no, it was oil. He didn't believe me, by the way. It was a bad scene. I was so embarrassed. But anyway, these things happen. So you can do oil pulling with the castor oil and you don't have to do it for 20 minutes. I understand 2 to 3 minutes is quite sufficient when oil pulling with castor oil, and you may even get a better outcome. So I don't know, try it out. I have been learning about the teeth. Oh my gosh, I did this deep dive on teeth. Dentists have always done, what do they call it? Drill, fill, and bill. And that's the worst thing you can do because every single one of your teeth is connected to your whole body. Like, who knew your teeth are so important? Now, some of my teeth have begun falling out of my head, and I've actually lost this one and this one. And some of the ones up here, one of these is like a nub that had to have a thing over top of it. Anyway, it's not good. It's not good. You have to take such good care of your teeth. And these are all my original teeth, believe it or not. I always got a lot of compliments when I lived in Switzerland. People would be like, your teeth are amazing, because people in Europe do not have very nice teeth. It's just a fact. I was blessed to be born in America, and my parents paid for orthodontia. So I had braces for like 3 or 4 years, a long time, but clearly it was worth it. So anyway, I know, with the teeth, it's a thing. So anyway, I just wanted to clue you in. I was talking about castor oil the other day, and you guys were asking me what kind I use, and I didn't really have a brand yet, but this is my new brand, the organic castor oil by 7 Minerals. So, and again, I'm not being paid to do this. They don't know me. I don't know them. I actually just bought it, but it's let's see. It's nice and thick. Feels good. Gotta love the castor oil. So yes, it's very thick. One way that you can make it not so thick is to combine it with a carrier oil like MCT oil or even coconut oil. So try it. Let me know in the comments if there's anything you're doing with castor oil that's super great. A lot of people do things called castor oil packs where they'll put them on like a Band-Aid or something, or a bandage, and then put it on the body and keep it on there for overnight or whatever. I have not tried that yet, but a lot of people swear that that's a good way to detox your liver. So the great thing about castor oil is that it's 100% natural, and that doesn't mean that it doesn't work. That means that, and it doesn't mean that it also can't be harmful if you use it wrong. So do be careful with anything that you use. I'm not a doctor, and everything I'm saying right now is for entertainment purposes, so don't hold me to any hard and fast facts, but all I can say is I'm trying the whole castor oil thing, and I'll certainly let you know, and you guys can see if maybe my laugh lines will start to go away. Maybe my 11s will kind of even out. I don't know. I have never heard of mustard oil, so I'm gonna have to look into that now. I go down a lot of deep dives. Like you just never know. Another thing I was reading about is something called kudzu. Kudzu, that's crazy. It's like this vine that grows, that comes from Japan, but I think they brought it once for a World's Fair or something, and they left a bunch of them in the deep south, and the stuff just grows like crazy. Turns out it's a really great feed for animals, and if you eat it, and I understand it doesn't taste very good, but you can eat it and it will stop your cravings for alcohol if you're an alcoholic. So that's pretty weird, huh? You just never know. This world is so full of amazing plants, animals, things that cure you, and you don't need big pharma for any of them. I try to stay away from anything that's corporatocratized or coming out of a big company. I just hate it. I am so excited about RFK Jr. pairing up with President Trump, who I do believe is going to be president very soon. One more week and we're going to make America great again. Anyway, just saying. I'm super excited about Make America Healthy again. That's really a pet peeve that I have, and it is the reason that I moved to Switzerland back in 1990. So that's also the subject of my next book called 7 Years in Switzerland, and it is about the way that Americans are poisoned by our food. So I'm going to talk about that a lot in the coming days. Oh, but right now I do have to tell you about my company. Wait a minute, hold on, coming right back. So this show is sponsored by my company, JillBooks.com, and I have just come out, with my second book. This is my first book, which is Like It Was Yesterday, a journalist's file since 9/11, and it investigates things that happen over the 15 years since 9/11. It's a history book, actually, to teach kids about what happened right after 9/11 and in the years after 9/11. So I think it's a really important book. Check it out. It is for sale on JillBooks.com for $30, and you can buy it today. I have many in stock. So this is my new book, Do You Think About Me on My Birthday? And this is about my adoption as a little baby. That's me on my birthday, my very first birthday, spent with my adopted family. All right, you guys, I'm going to say ciao for now. Oh, here's the back of my book. The fun thing about this book is that it's not just about being adopted, but it's about being found. I was found as a teenager by my biological father, and not in a good way. It was a pretty crazy story. So check it out. Let me know if you want to buy a copy, and I'll hook you right up. All right, you guys, taking off. Ciao for now. Have a wonderful rest of your evening. The sun's about to go down, and it's getting dark out here on the Intercoastal in Fort Lauderdale. See you guys. Bye.